Hi, this is Brett. Hey, you asked, I'm from the Sauna Detox Niacin Facebook group. You asked about Heavenly Heat saunas, so I wanted to make a quick review for you about these saunas. It shows me that you're going in the right direction in terms of saunas. A lot of people get caught up in these either portable junk ones or the a lot of ones that are made in China with toxic glues and chemicals, and it's really a mess. So Heavenly Heat's certainly one of the better brands out there. It is not one that I recommend, though, and I'll share with you why that is. But let me give you a little overview real quick that's really interesting. First thing to realize is this: the sauna industry is unregulated. So these people can say whatever they want. They can say low EMF, and that might just mean low compared to what? Compared to like 100, compared to 1,000, like whatever standard they want. So they can misrepresent it however they want. It's very effective because there's no recourse. Once you buy a sauna, you're stuck. They might say, oh, yeah, you can return it, you have to pay shipping both ways, and you have to figure out how to. I mean, it's hard enough to put a blender back in a box, let alone a sauna. Pallet it back up, spend $1,000 to own nothing. I mean, you'd really have to hate it to do that. It's $1,000 loss. So you really want to make sure that you are getting a good sauna and that their claims are actually verified. I mean, you're gonna trust some slick salesman who, oh yeah, he seems sincere, he seems to care, but how many times have you been ripped off by somebody that was that way? I mean, so you want verification. Now, what are the foundations? Foundations are low EMFs. First thing you have to make sure is your sauna is non-toxic. Super important. So you want independent third-party verification of low EMFs. Well, let's check out this sauna. Turns out they don't have any certification. They want you to take their word for it. Now, they're actually not a horrible company. I mean, there are some that are just off the charts. Like, I wouldn't even spend 5 minutes in it. And you research about EMS, and once you understand it, they're horrible. Dr. Mercola says that they're as bad as smoking. So it's just a really bad deal. And in a sauna, they're especially bad because you spend a lot of time and you have a lot of surface area of your body covered with EMFs for an extended period of time. So you really want to avoid EMFs in a sauna. Well, let's check out their EMFs. Now, the thing you want to realize is this: EMFs go based on what's called the inverse square law. And the inverse square law is the same thing that sound goes off of. So imagine this. Imagine if you have a set of those little earbud headphones in your ear and you're listening to music, it's really loud, and you move it an inch away. Not very loud at all, right? Well, that's the inverse square law, meaning it drops off dramatically with the distance, whether it's the sound or the infrared or the EMF. It's all based on the inverse square law. You can Google it and check that out. So I asked the guy from Heavenly Heat, this is an email from Heavenly Heat, what are the EMFs in your saunas? He's saying, this is the owner, Bob Morgan, range from about 1 inch in front of the backrest. So you lean up against the backrest. If you scooted forward an inch, it would be up to 1.6 milligauss. 1.6 an inch away. Now, remember what I just said about the headphones? If it's 1.6 inches away, it's 1.6 milligauss at an inch away. What's it going to be right up against the heater? Probably 5 or 10. Now, what is the safe limit? Well, fortunately, we have a good objective standard. We have the governments of Russia, Sweden, and the World Health Organization all independently research this, 3 independent teams of scientists, excuse me, and they found that anywhere between 2 and 3 was absolute maximum that you'd want. So to be safe, you should really be underneath 2, especially considering that you have a long exposure time. So they're saying even an inch away, they're almost at 2. So once you lean up against that panel, you're probably at 5, 10, 20, or 30. Who knows? Point is, this is his own admission. And so even though they're calling it low EMFs on it, it's really not. Now, just to double verify that, here's a lady's WordPress blog. She talked about getting a sauna. I'll scroll up to the top to verify it. And she's saying there's some outgassing of the wood, which is normal. I mean, wood kind of has an odor. And she's saying EMF levels were higher than expected when measured by a professional. So she bought it. She expected one thing and she got another. But guess what? She couldn't return it because it's $1,000 to return it. And as you can see, this is just this lady's blog. You can go to Be Gutsy and check out her blog. Just talking about detoxification. She's not selling anything. She's just a lady who bought a sauna and was disappointed by the EMFs. So he's admitting that his high EMF indirectly. I mean, he's being deceptive about it by saying, "Oh, an inch away." Well, what are you going to sit an inch away from the? And the other thing is, when you sit an inch away, guess what you miss out on? You also dilute the effects of infrared. So it just doesn't work. Okay. So the next thing is are the heaters. Okay. Um, and the reason the heaters are an issue is they're ceramic. Now, almost none of the companies use ceramic anymore. And the reason that the ceramics are the long, skinny heaters. The reason that they don't use ceramics anymore is because most people, if you do a Google search for ceramic heater hotspots, you get 1.8 million results. People are saying, "Oh, here's my sauna. It has hotspots. 10 mistakes to avoid hotspots." Because they're 400 to 900 degrees. And so what that means is that those narrow infrared heaters are just putting out a ton of heat in one little area. It's just super hot. And like you look at this girl in the sauna and her back's up against there, but what about her arms? What about her legs? What are they getting? Almost no infrared. That's why the good saunas now, that's why almost all the saunas nowadays are using far infrared panels. And those are the black panels, as you can see here. And a good infrared one will have ones that do not go above the shoulders because it's a wasted infrared. And that gives you a nice, even infrared. The other thing is when you get a heater above 400 degrees, it distorts the wavelength and it brings the wavelength down to closer to 6. And the human body resonates at 9.4. And so 9.4 is ideally where you want to be. Well, the carbon panels, because they're so big, they're able to heat up the sauna at close to 200 degrees. So they're putting off a lot more wavelength in the 9.4 range. So it's going to be much, much more effective at detoxification. It's going to be much, much more comfortable. So that is what I think of the in terms of the quality of the product. What's interesting is quality product is also reflected by warranty. Um, and so you can see I have the email from him. Now, typically a good sauna will have a 10-year warranty. A lot of them have a lifetime warranty, a full no exception lifetime warranty. So what does Heavenly Heat have? They might say lifetime warranty, but when you look into the details, again, this was sent from him. And the heaters, just so you know, I mean, the wood doesn't fall apart. Wood doesn't just fall apart. So you don't have to worry about that. You have to worry about the electronics, the heaters. That's the main thing. And so what are they warrantying it at? 5 years. 5 years. Really? Like thousands of dollars in 5 years from now, you might have to spend a whole lot more. I mean, if that's all there was, that'd be one thing. But there are companies that are really good that have a full lifetime warranty with virtually no exceptions. So that cover the electronics, the heaters, the wood, the glass, everything. So maybe it just doesn't make any sense. So what you get with and by the way, just a short thing on the if the light bulbs they use in there are for the near infrared, they're just these cheap $7.99 um, light bulbs. This is, and I can share with you more on that, but they can break and get into the sauna. It's a mess. So it's just really not not the sauna you want. Why? Because it's not low EMF and it has the wrong type of heaters. And so you're going to get uneven heat. It's going to be uncomfortable. And you're not going to get the full penetration of infrared all in your body, which does the detoxification. So, and it doesn't have a good warranty. So I don't see the appeal of a sauna that's pretty plain and ugly looking. Yeah, it probably doesn't have any toxins in it. Well, that's great. You can make your own that didn't have any toxins in it, but you want good heaters and you want one that's low EMF. And so why spend that kind of money when you could get one that's certified low EMF? So that's my video on Heavenly Heat saunas. I'm not at all thrilled with them because they are well above the levels of EMFs. They're using these little $8 bulbs for their near infrared, which by the way, they put those in the ceiling. And remember the inverse square law, the ceiling's like 6 feet up and you're sitting on the bench and the light's shining down. So you get a little bit of infrared on your shoulders, a little bit on the top of your legs. That's only a 150 watt light bulb. I mean, it's just nothing. It's just a sales gimmick is all it is. Oh, look, we're full spectrum too. We put a few $7.99 light bulbs that have 3.3 stars out of 5 stars on Amazon. Really? I mean, their $8 light bulbs aren't even very good. So what does that tell you about the rest of their sauna? Their warranty's not very good. It has too high of EMFs, even according to the owner and according to other independent people that have reviewed it. So it's just it's and the heaters aren't right. The heaters aren't right. Like nobody uses those heaters anymore. So that's my summary of the Heavenly Heat sauna. If you want information on the latest saunas, I keep a list and I plan on having this video up for a while. So feel free to contact me and I can share with you saunas that have independent certifications for low EMFs, independent certification of no toxins, independent certifications of all of their claims, and a full lifetime warranty. Now, this can change with time. So that's why I'm not giving the information here because it can change by the time you watch this video. Feel free to contact me. You can find me on Facebook. It's you just go to the Sauna Detox with Niacin Facebook group, and then I'll let you in the group. I'm the administrator of the group. You'll see me there. It's really the best way to get a hold of me. Or you can call me. I like to talk about saunas. So you can feel free to call me at 208-449-3979, 208-449-3979. I'm on West Coast time zone. So you can call me, or if you want to email me, I really don't like typing, so please don't email me. Call me or message me, but you have to email me, you can, but I prefer that you call me. But it's Brett with 2 T's, 2726 at gmail.com. So contact me for more information, and I can share with you some really independent information about whatever brand of sauna you're interested in, and I can share with you the brands depending on where you live. It's a little bit different for different countries, but I can share with you brands that have legitimate certifications, good heaters, low EMFs, and I actually have some of the certifications that they don't even publish on their website because I know what to ask for. So I'm trying to help people detoxify. That's why I started my whole group. That's why I'm sharing this information. That's why I do this because I really want people to get good saunas because so many people are suffering from toxins, and that's why I started my group, the niacin protocol, which if you're going to get a sauna, definitely check that out. So I hope to hear from you soon, and leave your comments for the video below. Let me know what you think.